Hey guys, this week's video is going to start off with the giant mole. We'll be doing both KC tasks, as well as avoiding those little alarms, why are you running, and hard hitter, totaling 12 points for very minimal effort. An additional note, if you have the hard Falador diary done, you could also reliably finish Whack-A-Mole for even more points. I used a budget Darok setup for this, but feel free to upgrade wherever you can. I'd always recommend a Bando's Godsword, even if using Daroks, but I'll flash some of the setups I would use if you have a ton of money on screen now. And because I didn't want to put money on my ult, I get to use a sweet Ring of Wealth teleport to put me right next to the mole's lair. Oh, what the hell? My tree died. Whatever. Let's get down there. So, over the duration of our KC, I'm going to be going for hard hitter. It's going to require some RNG in this setup, but it should be possible as long as you can hit over a 50. So I'm just going to rock kick down to 1 HP, pot up, and hope for the best. We should just naturally get it before 25 KC, but a BGS and a pool to refill your special attack will make this a lot more consistent. It's ultimately unnecessary though, and you can just get it with Daroks, as I do. Dude, how hilarious would it have been if I died there, by the way? Actually just a goober. Like, I'm sitting here watching this back, and I actually can't believe I'm trying to flick Piety, and I almost die to the giant mole. Dude almost takes me out of the fucking game. So, obviously we're not getting hard hitter on this attempt, but we are going to get avoiding those little arms and why are you running? Thankfully he didn't dig, and thankfully I got my protect melee back on before the mole dropped me. So ironically enough, the achievement actually says 4 instances of damage. This doesn't include zeros, so you could actually hit the mole hundreds of times, but as long as you only hit above a 0 4 times for the kill, you'll get the achievement. And with hard hitter done, and my 25 KC, we're ready to move on to Sarachnis. I got a nice little B-roll shot of this Iron Man beating the piss out of Sarachnis with a leaf-bladed battle axe. Honestly, it's sad he's still using better gear than I did for these tasks. Please don't be like me. Use a cudgel or anything better than a dragon mace. I have no idea what I was trying to prove by doing it in the gear I did. As well as your gear though, make sure you bring a knife or some type of slashing weapon. You can use any method you like to get to Sarachnis. Personally, I like using the Xeric's Talisman teleport to Xeric's Glade, which is the red marked on screen, but you can also use a Skills Necklace, a Karen teleport, or you could use the Cardist Memoirs as well and run south. We're actually going to be doing all of the tasks for Sarachnis, totaling 11 points. You can mostly ignore my marked tiles. The tiles that I'm right-clicking currently are the southwest tiles where the loot spawns, and the 3 tiles in each quadrant are just where the boss actually ends up standing. If you have the boss marked, you don't really need that. Whenever the boss is more than 1 tile away from you, pray range, and whenever you get up close next to the boss, switch to pray melee. So after his first attack, you can switch to melee and run into melee distance of him. I was a tick late there, but it didn't really matter. So I'm going to switch to pray range, I'm going to spam click to run at him, and I'm going to switch to pray melee on the way there. At 66 and 33% health, Sarachnis actually spawns 2 little minions. These will not affect your combat achievements if you completely ignore them. If you find they're dealing too much damage, you can kill the meleeer if you like, but you're going to be praying against them most of the time, Or you could kill the mage if you like, since you won't be praying against it. But if you're wearing Dragonhide armor like I am, you really shouldn't take much damage. Since Sarachnis is very likely to range you twice upon entering the room, we're going to focus on getting ready to pounce on our second kill of the trip instead of our first. This one will be getting our crush weapon kill, and we'll be getting our 0 damage kill. We're going to be implementing the same strategy from the first kill to get ready to pounce completed. All I'm going to do is protect from range on spawn, and then run into melee distance while switching to prey melee. Then every time Sarachnis moves and freezes me, I'm going to switch to protect from range, then I'm going to spam click to get into melee range of her. Since we're already done our 0 damage taken kill, you can just stay on prey range and just focus on getting into melee distance of her instead of switching your prayers tick perfectly. While I'm wrapping up here, I just wanted to say that roughly 10% of you watching are subscribed. I've been seeing this number creep up as my subscriber count keeps going up, and it's honestly more than I could have ever asked for. As I end here, I wanted to ask you if you like this video's length and editing. I try to shorten the video since the long format seems a bit redundant at times. I'm sometimes compelled to leave in as much of my raw footage as possible, and I've been told by my peers that less is more. Let me know how you felt about this video, and if it did as good of a job as the previous episodes. Also, the winner of the previous giveaway was ML Crazy Hand. If you can just add me in game on my Ashol account, that would be perfect. Outside of that, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching close to the upload time, I should be live at twitch.tv/ximo. Come stop by and say hi.